To show you a quick little video about how you can use your GDC to help you with some of these sequences and series questions. So let's start with the simplest one. This is if we have a summation question like this using the Sigma notation. Now by now you should know that that's what it actually means if we write it out the long way, and we can see the answer is 100. Sometimes this might be a bit more complicated. Maybe we don't want to have to write out all the terms. Maybe this number is quite big. So we can easily do it on our calculator. And seeing as you have a calculator paper, it's a good idea to use it efficiently. So to do this, it's really simple. You just need to go to math, and if you arrow up and go to 0, so of course you could just press 0 straight away, we can see we get summation, and there's the little sigma symbol. Press enter and it looks exactly like the question does, so it's then a matter of just filling in the blanks. You don't have to use K, it doesn't matter, that doesn't affect the question, and just arrow around to fill in the blanks. So I want to sum the first 10 terms, and the thing is with this one you need to know what the general form is, which of course we do here, which you do normally with the summation. And I just press enter and I get the answer of 100. So super easy if written in Sigma notation, or if you know the general form and you know how many terms you want to sum. So that's quite good. So we can use some other functions that are built into the GDC to also generate the sequence, and another way to find the sum, though I think using the summation, the Sigma notation is probably the quickest way. But if we have a look, if we start with we'll start with the same function, the 2x minus 1, sorry, the general term. Now if we go second stat, which is list, and then we go to ops, and then we can see number 5 here, SEQ stands for sequence, so we can press 5. Then what we need to do is we need to put in the general term again, and then we need comma, and then you just put in the variable. So in this case I'm just using 2x, so just put in an x for the variable that you're using. Then you put your starting term, so where you want to start adding from, which term number, and then you need to tell it the last term number. Press enter. And so that just generates the sequence. So sometimes when you're doing these summation questions, one of the things they ask you to do is to write out the sequence. So that easily and quickly generates the terms. Of course, another way that you can do that, if I just clear this, is again you need the general term, of course. Just put it into y equals, put in 2x minus 1. If you go to table set, I want to start mine at the first term, so that's okay, but sometimes maybe by default it starts at something else. I want it to go up by 1, so I want the first, the second, the third, the fourth term. So my settings are okay there for the table. And then if I just go to table, it generates again all the terms, and that will actually keep going. So in this case, the x is the term number and the y1 is the actual term. So the first term is 1, the second term is 3, and so on. So that's another way to generate the sequence. Alright, the next thing you might want to do is another way to sum them, is again, if we go to second stat or list, but this time go to math, and we can see number 5 is sum. So if I choose number 5, comes up sum, then you got to go again, second stat, and go to ops again, and again choose number 5 for sequence, and then you put in all the same information. So you put in the general term, comma, just an x for the variable, assuming that you're using x in your general term there. And then because we're summing, we need to tell it I want to start from the first term and I want to add up until the 10th term in this case, and press enter, and you can see I get 100 again, which is what we got when we used the Sigma notation as well. So hopefully that's some help and that will save you some time. Okay, good, bye.